And joining us on the broadcast this minute is a VOA correspondent, Steve Herman, from the battleground state of Georgia. Thanks very much for being here. 16 electoral votes, the importance of Georgia cannot be overemphasized. What are you picking up from on the ground at this point? What has your interaction with the voters been like in the run-up to the election as well?
Yes, what we're finding out here on the ground in Gwinnett County, Georgia, which is one of the most diverse counties ethnically in the southeastern United States, is quite a bit of enthusiasm. We're looking at record turnout for early voting and mail-in balloting, and also here on Election Day. Every polling station we've been to, there's been a steady stream of people coming in, even during sort of the off hours, not the hours where they were going to work or on their lunch break. So a lot of enthusiasm. They seem to be indicating to us that the economy is the top issue. And that appears to be the case for both Republicans and Democrats, as well as independent voters.
Right. Let's just talk about what's unfolded over the last few hours. The several non-credible bomb threats that briefly disrupted voting at 2 Georgia polling places, according to the Secretary of State, they originated from Russia. Let's just talk a little bit more about what you're picking up and what, according to you, has been the disruption like.
Yeah, Georgia and federal officials have made it clear that these non-credible threats are originating from Russia, squarely blaming the Russians for trying to disrupt the electoral process in the United States. These messages telling people it's too dangerous to go to the polls and that they should vote remotely, which is now not possible today. In Fulton County, Georgia, they are going to extend the time for voting past the 7 o'clock close for a bit to allow anybody who may have been sort of put off by these threats. So that's one of the more serious things that we've heard today here in the state of Georgia. But I can tell you, we have not run into anybody here in Gwinnett County that is all concerned about any threat to them going to the polls.
Let me also ask you this, given the mood on the ground, like you just outlined for us, and through your interaction, what really stood out for you in terms of the comparison that the voters are drawing between the two candidates?
Well, I think Gwinnett County is a microcosm of the entire United States. And one thing I think that Republicans and Democrats tend to agree on is if the other person gets elected, it's an existential threat to the United States. People are very polarized. It's very divisive, as you know, and that has really motivated people to come out. Of course, Donald Trump is trying to become the first candidate since President Grover Cleveland in the late 19th century to serve 2 non-consecutive terms, and Kamala Harris trying to make history as well, being the first black woman and person of South Asian origin to become president of the United States. So that does factor into some of it for Democrats and some independent voters. And as you well know, Trump's support has been pretty steady and consistent. He's been warning about the threats from immigrants and calling Kamala Harris a communist, a Marxist, a lot of name calling. And we'll see whether any of that really moves the needle one way or another when the results start to come in a significant manner.
Right. Steve Herman, Chief National Correspondent, VOA. Thanks very much for joining us on the broadcast with those updates. Of course, we'll be coming back to you as and when there are further updates trickling in. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.